Hello and welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda. Apologies for that. Welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. We'll dig into the bulletin. President Yoweri Museveni has advised striking arts teachers to return to class. Now, the President and the Minister for Education and Sports, also First Lady, were this afternoon meeting leaders of the Uganda National Teachers Union, UNATU, in the regional clusters at Kololo ceremonial grounds. President Museveni assured them that while government acknowledges the issues raised by the arts teachers, the government is also aware of salary issues from other workers such as the army, the police officers, among others, who are equally important in the growth of the and development of the country. He said the government has provided a position to pledge to competitively, I beg your pardon? He said government has provided a position as pledged to competitively remunerate workers guided by a science-led strategy. Now, he adds that this does not mean government has forgotten about others, but choosing to prioritize the few and others can be handled later. He says government must tackle one problem at a time. The arts teachers had earlier on insisted on the presentation that government should use the available resources to improve salaries across the board, but the President says whilst this is possible, it does not solve the salary issue. Now, the best performing schools in Iganga district have defied a directive by the teachers' umbrella body UNATU to go on a sit-down strike and instead continue to conduct lessons. Schools like Iganga Boys Boarding School, Berkeley High were conducting classes as normal.
The two schools started in the early 1970s and have for the past few years led the district in the academic performance, producing best pupils in primary leading examinations. A teacher at Iganga Boarding Primary School who preferred anonymity said much as they support the idea by some of their fellow teachers to go on strike, they cannot send back all their pupils since the school is boarding. The deputy head teacher, Berkeley High School, Godfrey Benwaisa, said they cannot betray parents.
It's a boarding primary girls' school. Therefore, as they are here, we can't send them home. We have to teach them because their parents entrusted them to us. But we have to teach them. That's why we are teaching them.
Schools like Wagodo, Kawete, located in Kawete sub-county, and Wairama in Nachigo sub-county in Iganga district are still on strike. President District Commissioner Iganga, Sadala Wandera, said he was aware some of the schools had not gone on strike, just like others across the district.
Information about some teachers who are not teaching, but good enough, the boarding schools we visited, the teachers are there and the students are there learning. So nothing, this strike has not interrupted them. We want to inform teachers, we've gotten instructions to get the list of all those teachers who are not reporting. So that at the end of the month, they will be scrapped off the payroll. Just the reason being, the government cannot continue paying teachers when they are not teaching. There is no justification for the payment.
Now, the Prime Minister, Rhoda Ngonzi, has advised the elderly not to fall victim to fraudsters claiming to help them access monthly support from government. The Prime Minister was responding to questions raised by local leaders in Kakumiro district during her constituency mobilization to embrace the parish development model.
Annabanja says that when a person attains the age of 80, he or she automatically is enrolled to benefit from elderly support, and warning that some conning people are fleecing the elderly that they can help them benefit.
Abantu bona abayendanga muntu tekikwata kusana kwegula kuli Kampala ebyokuyica emyaka 8 bakukura mu kompyuta ne bakugayita obugaita hati bw'ababa abairemu ebyobusuma bakubayirira busa ne bakubayina emyaka 76 bakayitwala tebakuzikuha saaha zino tukoma myaka 8 tuli mu kulwanagana kuba nga sente zikuyirirayo tugaruke haki ya nsanja tumalira myaka 6 so baleke kubayirira bwereere. It is automatic. Bokucha myaka 6 kuli computer pro. Bokucha 8 computer correct. Bokucha 8 bakuteka mteka ya search.
Annabanja asked the people of Kakumiro district to embrace the parish government model program because it was initiated by the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to help the poor.
Mwikirize makio kuramu chakurugo wa President. Muterere kiro kinu namuga muzeyi engero ile meeting ye niwe kugenda Kakumiro yagamba ujiyanka ntikisita ekisita n'abantu banje banda mukizi. President yakubaramukia kandi akubagonza muno.
Annabanja says that some people are urging that 1 million shillings is little for the poor, yet some business women and men have capital less than 200,000 but can make ends meet.
Bati wetu chali muavu banada okugenda umubanka yanyu yamuruka oyehore yo sente ezino amagoba ga obuchweka mukaga habuchikumi 6% okuya milioni yemu tokuya yezi kusingawo oba tokuya yezi hansi emilioni yemu omumwaka okugarwa emitwalo mukaga n'emilioni yemu n'emitwalo enga bokuba omaze omwaka bwekyo bagambire okusobola kumala nazo emyaka enga tulimu abalungi emyaka 3 olina sente ezo ekikumalisa okuba n'oggalawo emilioni emu n'emitwalo 18 aliwo sente zona ezirina amagoba g'ekika ekyo abo Museveni takuzire bainange.
The Lok people in Impasana sub-county told the Prime Minister that animal theft is curtailing their efforts to increase on household income and alleged that some thieves are condoned by security operatives in government. The Prime Minister contributed to the roofing of Kikora Health Center and promised to construct a maternity wing to help mothers deliver well in the area. Godfrey Buro, the Archdeacon, Chisita Archdeaconry, says that as the clergy they are supporting PDM, but insisted that those not eligible to benefit shouldn't disturb the much anticipated program. The Prime Minister also made a spot inspection of the progress of Kakumiro District NRM offices under construction and was impressed by the work being done.
And opposition leaders from Machindia division like Mayor Ali Kasile Nganda have converted from the standard their NUP colleagues in Rubaga division had set during the Kampala tour launching ceremonies for parish development model. Now speaking at the launch, Mulyanyama said the PDM money will benefit all households.
Oh no. Nanga bwe nasala layini abantu baffe tebagenda ganyulwamu waliwo n'enkizo gye nayinanga nga bagamba enkoko buyiteko ewa mmeeya ne ngamba oyo naye bamuwe era nabana abagaba ebintu nze mbagamba kubanga Katonda waba atonnyesa enkuba tagitonnyesa mubasiramu bokke butambala obe Masaka kati nzani ayawula bantu be.
Machindi division is home to 20 parishes, each of which will be receiving 100 million shillings every 12 months under PDM, which is expected to aid or rescue the urban poor. Attending the sensitization PDM drive in Machindi division, the ED KCCA Dorothy Chisaka says that the central government has made a decision to bring money to the parish, and this money will be a revolving fund.
This is why the people in the parish must make sure that the people they've given as signatories to these accounts are trustworthy people. The people on the parish development committee are trustworthy people. For us as a local government, we are sending you one person, the parish chief. Here in the city we call them assistant ward administrators. And if that person is not working well, the parish development committee must tell us and we withdraw that person. So the administration has gone back to the parish. The parish must work, the political side, the technical side must work well to ensure.
State Minister for Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs, Kabuye Chofatogabye, emphasized that it's going to be very hard for any elected leader to remain relevant without embracing PDM.
This is not money for anybody to play with. It is money for income generating activities. That's why I'm warning them and I'm telling them, just trying to alert them that please don't misuse these funds. These funds are meant for you, to help you improve your income statuses at home. And in any case, I'm trying to tell them, when you borrow this 1 million, if you're given 1 million, it's not for buying new phones or buying new clothes or new jeans.
You have heard the president always talking about socio-economic transformation. He has been talking about poverty alleviation, working money economy. He has been talking about that. He has been talking about eliminating peasantry class in our country, in our community. He has been talking about make sure you have some money in your pocket. So finally, we thank God in Makindye it is starting as well as the whole country, and we thank the government.
The government flagship program is meant for the 39% of Ugandans who are living a subsistence life.
Basenterere emiruka awamu n'ebyalo balina okubeera n'eriiso eryogi eri abantu abafaanana bwe batyo. Mumanyi obufere tebuggwaayo. Waliwo abantu abajja okujja gye muli ng'ekigendererwa kya kunyagana kubba. Abo nabo mubamanye musobole okubeegendereza n'okubaggyamu mu mmwe.
For the next 12 months, over 200 million shillings will be made available to the poor who belong to the category PWDs, 200 million shillings for the elderly, 400 million shillings for men aged between 36 and 65 years, 600 million shillings for the poor youths, and another 600 million shillings for poor women groups.
And where we are right now is Kawampe Parish. Kawampe division, and it has 22 parishes. All these have circles that are ready, set up. They have accounts set up on IFMS system, and enterprise groups already registered.
Njagala n'okusiima abannakampala bannakawempe nti muzze nga muwagira programs za gavumenti zonna ezijja gye muli, neeno mugiwagire, neeno mugisapootinge okulaba nti ebeera successful.
Tumanye ffenna nti KCCA kyekolako kwe kuteekawo abantu bano abakola governance and administration, naye tetukwata ku ssente.
Lutambudde bulungi mu Kampala era ntuuse okwebaza kwange okw'abannakampala naddala abakulembeze, kubanga nagenza okukola analysis nga tusisinkanye abakulembeze naddala ba councillors 406 kumpi bonna babadde bulungi.
Sandra Kahunde, UBC News.
Meanwhile, police have committed to enhance patrol teams along major highways to counter robbers mounting fake roadblocks, especially at night. Last week, police registered at least 4 cases where travelers were intercepted and their valuables stolen. This was revealed by the police spokesperson, Rhoda Ngonzi, at the weekly security media brief in Nakuru.
It has been established that civilians connive with officers to acquire guns and antagonize communities. These mount roadblocks on the major highways to inconvenience travelers and take their valuables.
I've also arrested a civilian who was actively involved in staging these fake roadblocks from Naweru. We've recovered UPDF uniforms that he was illegally in possession of. So you can see we have civilians on one side who illegally obtained military and police uniforms.
Police officers and private security are cautioned against hiring out guns and conniving with criminals.
For instance, we have impounded the motor vehicle registration number UG0301G and also arrested the errant driver. He is a driver from Internal Affairs who is going to lead us to the other occupants of that vehicle on that particular day.
Last week, police registered 4 cases of highway robbers on major roads exiting Kampala.
So we want to urge motorists not to stop when you come across these fake roadblocks. Where possible, it's important to use your defensive driving skills. If you can reverse very fast and avoid moving forward, always try to be vigilant. Make phone calls to find out if you're going back home late. Try to engage relatives. Find out from your neighbors how is the situation along the road.
In other operations, 10 suspects were arrested in connection to the recent robbery of Spy Supermarket Mukono, and several exhibits have been discovered, including motorcycles and other apparatuses used in criminal activities.
Now, upon interrogation, the suspects admitted to have participated in 13 robberies, which span way back to the 9th of December 2021, where, while armed with pangas, they attacked Jita Immaculate Nanyombi, a 50-year-old businesswoman in Kasangati, Mukono municipality.
Security has revealed as Uganda is increasingly becoming a transit for human traffickers. Last week, 6 Ethiopians were saved from traffickers with a destination to Middle East.
A certain one Linus Omieno, that's a taxi driver, they call them matatu driver, shows up at immigration with 8 passports of Ethiopians, 4 men and 4 ladies, requesting for clearance.
Get a new home for this girl victim, where her rights will be protected and confidence regained.
In Kampala Metropolitan, 20 suspected drug dealers have been arrested in areas of Kawampe, Kasangati, and these were in possession of dangerous weapons, threatening security of others. Abdul Nasser Lubwama and Lydia Chomukama, UBC News.
And 4 intern students from Nyabyeya Forestry College in Masindi district have died in a fatal accident along the Hoima-Kaiso-Tonya Road. The fatal accident occurred at 7 a.m. near Chamu Kunjuki Trading Center in Chitoba Sub-County after the victims attached to Core Woods Limited in Hoima district were going to harvest timber in Bujawe Forest in Chitoba Sub-County. The 4 were riding on a motorcycle registration number UDW 280K and were knocked from the rear by a Toyota Wish registration number UBK 654V that was from Bosereka Trading Center heading to Hoima City.
So all these were on the same motorcycle and they all died on the spot. And the probable cause of this accident is attributed to reckless driving, because now the driver whose particulars are yet to be established is on run, and both the motorcycles and the motorcycle and the motor vehicle have been toward at our Hoima Central Police Station.
Amudat RDC Betty Akelo or Tekati has threatened to arrest and charge any person selling and buying goods distributed by government through the office of the Prime Minister. She was flagging off the distribution of goods to reformed warriors and youth from Amudat district.
The State Minister for Minerals, Peter Lokoris, and State Minister for Relief, Refugees, Esther Davina, have launched parish development model in Moroto district.
Moroto district parish development model is here.
Moroto district has 37 parishes. Although the initial funds were over 51 million, the district received over 49 million, which was distributed to the circles.
925 goats for Greater Loro.
Last month, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni launched improved goats and iron sheet distribution to the reformed warriors and youth in Karamoja sub-region. This was a package to support the disarmament operation in Karamoja and transform lives of reformed warriors. Today, over 900 hybrid goats have been distributed to the beneficiaries in sub-counties of Loro, Abileb, as Amdata District Resident Commissioner Betty Akelo explains.
Distributing them 2 weeks ago, and this is now the second batch out of the 4,000 gala goats out in Amudat district. And this time round, we are distributing these gala goats in Loro. Are going to be distributed to the reformed youth that are within these sub-counties that I've just mentioned. And this one will help them improve their livelihood.
Beneficiaries thanked government for empowering them, as it will deter youth from cattle rustling.
I'm happy for the government for this program of giving us the goats. I hope that we are going to run these goats to help us. I also want the government to bring more for also the rest of our brothers will receive from, so that we are going this issue of raiding, because we have been losing many of our brothers, friends, even fathers. Yet to know that it is not good to raid.
To thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta for providing us with the goats which have served us a good life, which will help us for income and milk production.
However, RDC Akelo said she is going to arrest those selling goats distributed by government and the buyers.
Them in the market. I have directed the local leaders to arrest whoever will be found selling these goats. Number one, the goats will be removed from them, and the goats will be given to those other people who also want to benefit from them. Number two, of course, they will also face court, because that is sabotaging government programs. And then for the buyers, they will also be arrested and they will face court.
Meanwhile, beneficiaries decry limited access to animal drugs and insecurity, but RDC Akelo promised that security forces are working hard to restore peace in the district. Each beneficiary is to receive 5 high gala goats, 4 local females, and 1 hybrid he goat.
Doing this on behalf of the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Now, people in Moroto district are urged to embrace parish development model to transform livelihoods within the district. This was in the meeting with State Ministers for Minerals, Relief and Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Esther Nyakon, to sensitize district executives, head of departments from Moroto district and municipality.
The State Minister for Minerals, Peter Lokoris, and State Minister for Relief, Refugees, Esther Davina, have launched parish development model in Moroto district.
Moroto district parish development model is here.
Moroto Moroto district has 37 parishes. Although the initial funds were over 51 million, the district received over 49 million, which was distributed to the circles, each getting over 13 million shillings. As the district production and marketing officer, Dr. Francis Olachi explains.
These parishes received 13,895,428 million shillings. 35 parishes received that money, and that money is in the accounts. Now, we also have a circle group in the parish which received 11,127,250.
The State Minister for Minerals, Peter Lokoris, and for Relief, Refugees and Disaster Preparedness, Esther Davina, urged Karamojong to embrace the program to transform their lives.
We know with the good mobilization and proper selection of enterprises and inputs, we shall be able to make these people not only grow food or get the foodstuffs for just self-consumption, and even which is not.
Time now to make a change with this program. Put it in your hands to change the community, to change the household income, to change.
Anyakun also urged political leaders to work hand in hand with the technical team to monitor the team.
If they cannot, then now the district team comes in. We have commercial officers. People need support. Don't leave it to them alone. We have another kind of political monitoring teams at parish, sub-county.
Moroto District Chief Administrative Officer Charles Komakech says mindset change is key in development.
To free your mind to access these services, I can tell you that people will prosper near you and you will receive the main.
Meanwhile, Anyakun and Moroto Municipality Members of Parliament Francis Adom say sensitization and identifying real beneficiaries will lead to success.
People have negative mindset. Most of them don't believe in saving for tomorrow. Today they get this and they want to finish everything. So we need to teach them how to save money and also know that, when you save this money, you also have to use it maybe to acquire some assets that can sustain them for some time.
The Community Development Officer for Moroto, Margaret Lolem, says they have got enough money.
No, it is their own. We want them to own this program right from the beginning. Actually, we have gone ahead to translate the key issues in Karamojong. Our trainings are done in Karamojong because we want them to understand and own the whole program.
Locals cited insecurity and corruption as major challenges of the project. Women and youth will get 30% each, 10% for elderly and disabled.
Parish development model is here.
And with that, we take a quick break. We return with more details. This is News Tonight.
Today in history.
On this day in history, then Vice President and Minister of Defense Paulo Mwanga was acquitted and later on the same day rearrested outside the courtroom by the NRA soldiers. Paulo Mwanga served as the Vice President and Minister of Defense from 1981 to 1985 when Obote's government was overthrown. He was acquitted of detention with knowledge of murdering Joseph Kato and Vincent Maweje on 6th June 1981. Justice C.M. Kato ruled that the circumstantial evidence did not prove the accused guilty of the offense. I pronounce the accused not guilty and accordingly set him free unless he has another case against him.
Sanyuse nnyo essanyu lijula kunzita. MTN momo terimba nalindi waka ngenda okuwulira essimu ezze nenga neera bino bya bulijjo ebyekifere kubanga mbeera awo omuntu n'ofuna essimu n'ogenda okuwulira oli atandise empaayo emitwalo 5 kakati kino MTN bwe yankubidde bo tebansabye ku ssente wedda banzikakkanya na bukkakkanyaze nga ntabuse ngamba mu buli baffere nze nandi wano pulesa zaagala kunkuba bukubi nsineebaka ku tulo ate ke mumpadde emmotoka mu byonoonye kati ate awo wiiki ndala MTN yebale nnyo okutufaako fenga abeebulemeezi Luweero twabalina waaka MTN.
Show them waka with MTN Momo
Simply deposit 20K or more on your mobile money for a chance to win 3 Toyota Succeeds and money to 2,000 lucky winners every week. We're giving away 24 cars and over 2 billion shillings of mobile money.
What the book packages, great entertainment, sports, telenovela, the movies. There is something for everybody. Everybody, Go TV. This is where our best stories live.
Get the best entertainment for any budget. With GoTV, you will have great entertainment for as little as 13,000 Uganda shillings per month. GoTV, great stories, Zidiwano. GoTV Uganda, love it.
Get connected today with the My Airtel 4G smartphone and enjoy free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 Uganda shillings. That's free 2 GB for the first month and free 1 GB for the next 11 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings with free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 shillings only. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Are you a player in the tourism sector with a struggling business following the COVID pandemic? UDB, in partnership with European Union, is providing financial assistance to businesses operating in the tourism sector. You can access subsidized loan with grants, loan with a tenure of up to 5 years, free business advisory services, and free environmental impact assessment. Visit www.udbl.co.ug/call for applications to apply. Deadline for submission is 31st October 2022 at 5 p.m. For more information, please call 0414 355 509.
Meet Professor Petero. He knows something every hustler in UG is gonna love.
Oh, see. You see, I was just trying to get the documents to register for Airtel Money.
You don't need the documents. You just say for register.
What's going on here? He sells things from the shop, and behind my back, he gets the money and gives it to his girlfriends.
But just get Airtel Money Pay so that all money comes direct to your business wallet, and only you, the owner, have access to it.
Just dial *185 *10 hash, and now you are on. No waiting. Huh? This insanity is sweet. Give them also.
I only take Airtel Money Pay. It's easy and secure.
Yes, become a safer and more efficient cash-free business today. Easy.
No mixing your business money with your Kameza money. Now, that's efficient.
Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
A World Cup in the desert? The first one in the Middle East. The first to be held at the end of the year? That's crazy. Get ready for spectacular moves. High-flying saves. Unbelievable goals. Out of this world celebrations.
Would you believe it? What a moment here!
All 64 matches live. That's over 5,000 action-packed minutes of the FIFA 2022 World Cup Qatar. Now that's crazy. Catch all the action only on SuperSport, your world of champions. On Go TV. Love it.
Bore chewaka na MTN Momo Nyabo. Echora kore chonka.
Amazina ganje ni banyeta Kansime Clofas. Nimbela lugazika kwa Bambara. Ninye muhanguzi we motoka ya MTN Momo Nyabo waka. Elizoba ninye nahangura motoka. Ninsima MTN Munonga. Ninsima abantu bonna abezumbiro mu kintu ekyo kubasa kufisyaho ebirabo bya MTN. Mwebale Munonga, muhangare, mubereho.
Chewaka na MTN Momo Nyabo. Echora kore chonka. Kawe mitware ebiri no kweyongerayo. Aha mobile money yawe. Obase kuba mw'abanyamugisha barayihangurire Toyota Succeed 3 na sente. Esitravent habahanguza barukike 12 buru wiki. Nituza kwa motoka abiri nina na sente za mobile money eziri kurenga ubuhumbi bubiri.
Welcome back. Non-business news. District local governments in West Nile have collaborated with the private sector to organize West Nile Business Expo 2022. The Business Expo will address challenges to business opportunities among small and medium-scale businesses within the region.
Local governments in West Nile and the private sector in a GIZ project, Arise project, have organized a West Nile Business Expo 2022. This is aimed at enabling small and medium businesses within the sub-region to unlock their potentials in trade. The expo is expected to attract businessmen and women from Kampala, other sub-regions of northern Uganda, refugees from the various settlements, including the neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo and South Sudan. The commercial officer of Arua district, John Ezuma, says many business operators in the region are not aware of business opportunities, a gap that can best be bridged through such business expos.
Most of our business communities are not aware of many opportunities. This can only come into light when situations of this nature or activities of this nature are organized.
With Uganda's porous borders with DRC and South Sudan, there are many businesses in West Nile that are not being registered by Uganda Registration Services Bureau. Caroline Ochanda, a representative from the private sector, noted that operating illegal businesses always remain as a barrier in digging out opportunities to thrive in business.
We know that there are very many businesses out there, but they are not formal. People are just doing something. But we want people to understand that it's very important to formalize your business, because you'll have other opportunities if you formalize your businesses. We have a lot of opportunities with the banks, for grants.
According to Uganda Registration Service Bureau, there are 800,000 registered businesses in Uganda, as a majority are operated illegally. To that effect, station head of URSB in Arua office, William Draco, confirms that URSB will also take services to the people during the expo in order to understand why many people do not want to legalize their businesses and address the fears.
We're also asking our minds, why are businesses not registered yet we have come here? So this expo, during this expo we are going to sit there. We want to have one-on-one with the people. Why are they facing this problem? What is the problem? We are going to demystify some of the lingering questions in people's mind, which are either out of ignorance or...
Joseph Odama, UBC News.
Well, that does it for news tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Thank you for sticking with us. We'll leave you with the weather update with Kutesa.
Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Kutesa Mili with your weather update. We are still experiencing sunny conditions in most parts of the country, and seeing the satellite picture, we're having a continental ridging over the tip of South Africa, pushing in the hazy, dry conditions in most parts of our country, and the cold winds bring us the wind that we are experiencing lately and the sunny conditions. Tomorrow morning, though, we expect to wake up with sunny conditions in the southern sector of our country and sunny intervals in northern towards the east of our country. Afternoon hours, we expect a continuation of sunny intervals almost every part of our country. Temperature is up 30 degrees of maximum northern part of our country towards the east, 31 in the central part, 29 across lake shores, Kabal Highlands with the lowest of 25 degrees Celsius, Kasese with the highest of 32 degrees Celsius. Here's moving out of Uganda, touring the few cities across the globe we have for you, like New York and Beijing with light showers at maximum of 31 degrees Celsius across Beijing, New York with 29 degrees Celsius, and Dubai with sunny conditions at maximum of 41 degrees Celsius. Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Kutesa Mili. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.
Get connected today with the My Airtel 4G smartphone and enjoy free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 Uganda shillings. That's free 2 GB for the first month and free 1 GB for the next 11 months at only 200 250,000 Uganda shillings with free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 shillings only. Airtel, the smartphone network.
We can't tolerate sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unacceptable in our school.
Because a good school equals a better life.
Raising voices.
Fun is our flavor. When we're together, the vibe is pretty alright. Our taste is pretty awesome. We are Uganda's #1 fruity refreshment. Enjoy Mirinda Fruity, Uganda's #1 fruity refreshment.
Well, since it's a beautiful weekend, why not sip onto something, yeah?
Your humble DJ.
It is such a beautiful weekend. Sip on something if you can.